Hi everyone. We're going to get started in like another minute. I just wanted to get this started because there's a little bit of a delay. So I'll start in like another minute or so. Okay, we're going to jump in so that we don't waste too much of your night. Hello, my name is Sean. I'm one of the leaders of this call, and also I've been a coach since March of 2013. I'll start in like another minute or so. Erin, oh, 1 second. I have it open on my computer. Mistake. Okay, sorry everybody. But yeah, Erin and I are going to be sharing with you guys tonight a little bit about our stories. Erin is a coach on my team, and she has a really amazing story on how she became a coach and how I finally convinced her that it was a good idea. And so I'm excited for her to share her story. I'm also going to share a little bit about how I became a coach and my crazy story of how I got to this point today. And then at the end, we're going to share with you a bunch of information about how coaching works and all those details. So we will try to keep it to 30 minutes, but no promises. So we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to pull up the presentation. So we're just going to start off with, 1 second. Make sure that everything is pulled up right. Okay, present to everyone. Hopefully Erin can see that. Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, awesome. Okay, so we are obviously going to be talking about Beachbody coaching. So we're going to start off with just telling you a little bit about my story. I was married in 2014. Before that, I had always struggled with my weight, but it was truly when I got married that I started to have a lot more issues with eating at night, eating junk food. We kind of fell into that newlywed married stage where we were eating out a lot and we weren't exercising and just spending a lot of time on the couch and hanging out. And obviously some weight gain came from that. And then I got pregnant in 2016 and had my first baby in 2007. And at that point in time, I was struggling with my weight, but it wasn't that bad. But I started to go through what was a really hard period in my life where I dealt with postpartum depression, and that's where I started to gain more weight. I loved my daughter, but at the same time, I can't really explain. I just thought I was a bad mom, I guess, or I thought I had a bad case of the baby blues. But it was horrible. I felt horrible about myself, and I spent about 6 months in this spot where I didn't know what to do, you know, to get myself better, to help myself. Me and my husband were fighting a lot. And I finally went to counseling after 6 months and started to get some help with my health. And basically my mental health. My physical health, I was still struggling there. Even as I started to get better and I started to understand what I was going through after having a baby, I was still struggling with all of those bad habits that I gathered up from first getting married. And as you can imagine, as I kept doing those things, I kept gaining more and more weight. Second. I did this last time too. I apologize, everyone. 1 second. So it was then I had more kids. So of course, as I'm struggling and I'm having a hard time with my first child, I'd gotten better and we decided to have more kids. I had 3 kids in 6 years, and I went from 180 pounds to about 340 pounds in that time frame. I went through, after having my son, when I went into the hospital to have him, I weighed in at about 330 pounds. And I remember having this moment of being like, what have I done? Unhealthy eating habits and just turning to food. And it just added up over the years. I had gotten to a point where I didn't even like to look in the mirror or step on a scale. I was a new stay-at-home mom because after I had my son, we decided that staying home was the best bet for me because we were putting all of our money into daycare at that point in time. So I was a new stay-at-home mom, and I basically stayed home. I didn't leave the house. I didn't want to spend time with other people. I didn't go to family events. It was bad. It was at the point where I wasn't going to my daughter's school events. I was making up excuses that I felt sick or anything to get out of going. Me and my husband were fighting a lot, and it was a very, very, very low point in my life. I was very depressed. I was unhealthy. So I know a lot of people say, I went through a really low point in life. It was literally the lowest point in my life. So I knew something had to change. And this is a picture of me about a month after I had my son. And it was actually about 6 months after I had him that I was sitting online one night on Facebook, of course, and I was watching, just scrolling through Facebook, and I found this video by a local Beachbody coach who had lost 60 pounds by drinking Shakeology and doing Chalene Extreme, and I think it was Insanity. And it completely opened my mind to the fact that I could do this. I remember sitting on the couch and crying over and over again. There was something about her video that I was watching, and I'm like, I want that to happen in my life. She had went through postpartum depression. She was a mom, and I was just like, if she did it, why can't I do it? So I turned to my husband, and I basically said, I'm all in. I want to do this. And he was like, okay, honey, okay. Because I'd said that a million times before. But I decided to buy Chalene Extreme and Shakeology, which the upfront cost, we were living on a single income, and it was a little scary investing that much, but at the same time, I was committed. I knew I was 100% all in, and I knew that I wanted to completely change my life, and I was ready. I was mentally ready to do this. I also signed up as a coach because I wanted the 25% discount to save on my Shakeology. Like I said, money was tight. Anything to save any money was going to be a huge help to us. So I signed up to coach purely to get the discount. I didn't even really understand what coaching was at that point in time. But I saw changes my first month. It wasn't even just on the scale. I mean, I did see a difference on the scale, but it was how I felt about myself. I felt more positive. I had more energy. I always tell people, give me a month in coaching, and I can help you change your mindset on it. You're not going to lose all the weight in 1 month, but at the same time, how you feel is going to make you addicted to wanting to be healthy, and that's how I felt. My family was healthier. We were eating at home more instead of eating out 5 to 6 days a week. My husband had started to run. So we had all of these amazing things going on that were positive in our life. So I was very happy. So I kept going. These are a couple of my transformations, but I kept going. And I did 2 rounds of Chalene Extreme right in a row, so 6 months. And I lost 82 pounds in those 6 months. And as you can see, my physical appearance changed quite a bit. But really what was going on with me inside was almost even more important. I had gained my confidence back. I had the energy to play with my kids. Me and my husband had built this like new solid relationship on being healthy together and helping each other and supporting each other. We were, our whole life started to revolve around being healthy, and it was a good positive thing in our life. As I found more confidence, I started to share my story more on Facebook, and a couple people were interested in doing Chalene Extreme and Shakeology. So I started to work with a couple people, but I wasn't really actively coaching. Like I said, I didn't really get what that meant at that point in time. So I didn't know about supporting and helping people. I was kind of just giving them my website and having them buy things. And it was just kind of slow going at first. Like my mom bought my first challenge pack, I think, from me. But then I kept going. I was sharing my story online through my Facebook page, mostly to have extra accountability to keep me going. But I kept doing other programs. And when I hit my 1-year anniversary, I had lost 120 pounds. Which is crazy. I even continued on to lose more weight at the beginning of last year. And I've had my ups and downs over the last year. I've kept off the 100 pounds, which I'm super proud of. I'd like to keep going. There's like another 50 pounds I'd like to lose. But it's hard. I mean, I get it. Day in and day out, being healthy is hard, but it is so worth it. As I continued to lose weight and, made a big difference in my health, I started to help more and more people. So I started actively coaching. I was doing challenge groups. I was supporting people. I was helping connect them with the right plan. I was so passionate about how much it had changed my life that I wanted to help change other people's lives too. And that's kind of when coaching really started to happen for me, was between 9 months into a year of doing this. So how has coaching changed my life? You've kind of heard how the health part of it has. Being a stay-at-home mom, I was very lonely. A lot of times I have some other stay-at-home mom friends and I had other people, but during the day it was a little lonely. And even at night, just kind of feeling this, that there was something more. I love being a stay-at-home mom, but that I wanted something more. I wanted to be connecting with more people. I'm a social person. And I was on Facebook anyways. So I figured with this coaching thing, it was a really good fit. And really, it's helped me to become a happier mom. And we have a happier home for that reason. My husband always jokes, happy wife, happy life. And it's very true. When I was in a very low, deep, bad place, so was my family, and now I'm happier. I'm excited about life again. I have this new passion, like I said, full of energy and passion. People see me and they say I light up now. I'm excited. A lot of the time when I'm especially talking about health or coaching, a lot of people will tell me even over the phone, they can almost feel it from me about how excited and passionate I am about this. And when I've seen it change my own life and how it's changed my family's life, that's been a huge, push for why this has made me so full of energy and passion and excited about sharing it with people. So why do I love it? What are the main reasons that I'm excited about being a coach every day and kind of waking up and being able to talk to people? First and foremost is my health. A little selfish here, but the accountability. Let me tell you, posting on Facebook and putting yourself out there can be scary, but it is helpful. I have people that tell me that they check out my Facebook like page every morning to see my workout videos, which cracks me up. But at the same time, you better believe when I don't want to get up at 6:30 in the morning, or even earlier on some days, I remember that I need that video to post. So I get my booty up and I know that people are watching, and it just holds me accountable. I also do challenge groups, and even though I'm leading them, I don't know if my challengers understand how much it helps me stay accountable. I check in like they do. I do pictures on there because I want to participate just like them, and it helps me stay on track and feel supported. To be a better mom and wife, I've kind of talked about that, but having coaching in my life has just made me a better mom. I have a better balance. I love my kiddos and I love spending time with them, but I love this outlet I have at night, and at nap times when they're sleeping, that I can work. And my husband is so supportive now because he's seen how much I love coaching and how much, I don't know how much happier I am, I guess, since I started doing it. So he's completely on board. Financial freedom. This is obviously one that's been newer to me in the last year or so. I started off just wanting to pay for my Shakeology every month. That's all I wanted to do. But then it slowly became more and more. I started to build a team and I started to help more and more people. And I slowly started to see how it was helping us pay our debt off and how it was helping us to pay, towards things like my daughter's orthodontist bills, and how once we pay our debt off, we can move, which is something we've been planning for the last couple of years. And when you go from a single income and budgeting penny to penny, and then you get that freedom, it's pretty amazing. New friendships, my coaches, my challengers, I don't know if they consider me a friend, but I consider them a friend. I've built some really strong friendships in the last year and a half with a lot of my challengers and coaches. Feel kind of like they're my family. And a lot of them, we've been there for each other through some really hard times. And so that's nice. I mean, I have friends from all over the country now. I have people I consider family almost from all over the country. And that's a nice thing to have in life. Helping others is the last one. I really feel like I was meant to do this. I've always loved helping others. I've always loved supporting others. I've always liked raising them up and, trying to help them out with whatever they're trying to do. And with that being said, this coaching avenue lets me help people so much. And I love that. So I love that every night I get to go online and see what my coaches are posting or what my challengers are posting. And I get to support them and comment on things and just, message them and those types of things. So I love helping people. This has been a great way for me to do that. So Erin is now going to jump on. So we're going to have her unmute herself. You there, Erin?
I'm here.
Okay, let's hope that the thing is going to stay up. I'm praying right now. So go ahead. You can start telling your story.
Well, first I want to say that, Sean, I totally consider you a friend. I was just thinking when you were saying that, I think we've only maybe hung out in person like 3 times, which is
Yes.
so strange. But
Yeah.
I talk to you like every day, and I feel like you know everything about me.
Yes. It's amazing.
It's pretty crazy.
It is crazy. It's
Um,
awesome. Um,
and I love hearing Sean's story. It always makes me a little nervous. Maybe I should start going first because yours is so good. So my story, I have really always been, or at least felt, overweight pretty much my whole life. In retrospect, looking back, I really wasn't super overweight, but I've been really, 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 really tall my whole life. I've actually been the same height that I am right now. I'm 5'8", and I've been 5'8" since 7th grade. I was 5'7" in 6th grade. So needless to say, I was a lot taller and a lot bigger than most people my age. I had my gym teacher when I was in 6th grade tell me that I was fat and that I needed to lose weight. And I remember quite distinctly, I weighed 133 pounds and I was 5'7", which is tiny. I mean, looking back, I don't know. I don't even know if it would ever be possible for me to be that skinny and be this tall. So I think I just had a lot of experiences growing up where I was told that I was too big or too fat. And it's just really sad. I think our society is just really like that. The one good thing about it is that it gave me a tough skin. I think there was a point when I was in high school where I just really stopped caring about my weight. I didn't feel like it defined me or who I was as a person. It was just part of who I was. I was fit. I played tennis year round, was really active with sports, and I was overweight, but it just really didn't bother me. When I was 18, I was a freshman in college, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And I don't know if you guys know a lot about type 1 diabetes, but there's no cure, so it's something that I'm going to have for the rest of my life unless they find a cure. But it doesn't really have anything to do with my weight specifically. But it does have something to do with part of my story, which I'll share in a little bit. And when I was 20, I did Weight Watchers for the first time. I was 208 pounds. Isn't it weird how 35 years later I can still remember these crazy numbers? I was 208 pounds, and I did Weight Watchers for the first time, and I really, really liked it. I lost about 20 pounds that summer, and really wanted to keep going. I was going into my junior year of college, so I was really excited to kind of feel like I'd gotten some of that weight off and really felt great about myself. Slide. Can you move it, Sean? Thanks. So 8 years ago, I started working in healthcare. And this was really the first time that I realized that having type 1 diabetes was really a serious risk factor for a lot of other diseases. I mean, I knew that there were a lot of random weird things that they asked me about and looked at all of my appointments, but I was young and healthy, and no one had really explained to me just how much type 1 diabetes could impact my health in the future. They talked to me about my feet and not smoking and I don't know, just a lot of different things, but they never really explained to me why they were asking all of these questions. And when I started working in healthcare, it finally kind of started to dawn on me what all of the questions were all about. One day I was at work and I went to the printer and there was a print ad on the printer that I picked up, and it was something they were considering using. Thank goodness they never did, but the print ad basically said that if you have diabetes, you are as likely to have a heart attack as someone who already had one. And I started crying at the printer because it's just kind of scary, and when you look at risk factors for a lot of different diseases, heart disease and stroke and heart attacks, and well, the list goes on and on and on and on and on forever. Diabetes is always on those lists because If you think about it, your blood goes through your whole entire body. So if you have excess sugar in your blood, that's impacting basically every organ and every part of your body because your blood flows everywhere. I realized at that point that there really wasn't anything that I could do about my diabetes. You know, this is something that I'm just going to have. But one thing that I could do is take care of another serious risk factor that's on all of these lists as well, and that's being overweight. So at that point, I joined Weight Watchers again, probably for like the 4th time at that point, I think. And I was down 53 pounds and felt super amazing. I was really excited about my progress. Can you go to the next slide, Sean? So a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago, I was at my very lowest weight that I'd ever been. I was super excited, really motivated about doing Weight Watchers. And I started a new job, and I really, really, really hated my job. And slowly the stress and everything else just made me gain all the weight back. I was still doing Weight Watchers. I was still going to all of the meetings. I was still tracking my points, but no matter what I did with Weight Watchers, I just could not stop gaining the weight. It's all right, Sean.
1 second, Erin. Sorry. I got it. I promise. Technical. There you go.
So it's actually about a little over a year now, a year ago. I was talking to one of my friends online, and she told me that she did this challenge group with this amazing coach named Sean. And she said that she was looking for, sorry, my dogs might start barking now. She said that she was looking for people to do our next challenge group. And I was like, very skeptical. I'm a little skeptical about stuff like this. I was like, I don't know. I'm doing Weight Watchers. I'm running. I've been really stalled in my progress lately. Haven't really been losing anything. I've gained all this weight back, but I know that Weight Watchers works, and I don't know if I really want to do this challenge group. And she's like, well, is it okay if I ever contact you? And I said, okay. So Sean contacted me and told me a little bit about the group and just said, you know, it's free. You can do it with your running and your Weight Watchers. It's just a good support accountability group. And I thought, sure, why not? So I jumped in, and it was a crazy group that Sean did at one point that was 3 months long. And I really gave it my all, and I really liked the group. I liked it a lot. It helped me start making more progress. I was really excited. And then the group ended, and I kind of started to stall again. So about a year ago now, this says 10 months ago, it was really a year ago, I contacted Sean and I said, you know, Weight Watchers just really isn't working for me right now. I think I just need something different. And I asked her about T25, and she told me about the challenge pack with the Shakeology. I really wasn't super interested in Shakeology, and I was like, it's way too expensive. There's no way I'm going to keep doing it. But the challenge pack was a good deal, and it seemed worth it for me to just give it a go. So I did it. Since then, I've also done Turbo Fire, 21-Day Fix, and PiYo. And I've lost, well, really just over 40 pounds now. I'm not exactly a hare. I'm more of a tortoise in this weight loss competition, which is totally fine with me. So Shakeology, I had started drinking. The first week I was like, man, this makes me really, really full, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. It's really expensive. Week 2, I was like, I really like the taste. It's like the best breakfast I've ever had. I struggle with breakfast. Week 3, I was like, I really kind of want to do this again. And week 4, I was like, I got to figure out a way to work this into my budget because I absolutely love it. It keeps me so full. It's giving me more energy. It was helping with my blood sugars. I just loved everything about it. Next slide, please. Here, here's my transformation photos. The first one is from about 2 years ago. The two in the middle are from right after I did my first round of T25 with Shaun T. was down, I don't know, at that point, maybe like 15 pounds or so. And then the last picture was me just from last fall, you know, really excited about losing all my weight and a little bit closer to where I am right now. I've probably lost about 10 more pounds since then. Need to update my photos here. So why I love coaching. Obviously, I started coaching for the Beachbody discount. When Sean asked me about coaching, I was highly skeptical. People have always said that they thought I would be good at sales, and it just makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. I do not like selling at all. It is not my thing. It makes me really nervous. I did not want any of my friends or family to feel like I was shoving Beachbody down their throat, but I really wanted the discount. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sign up and get the discount. I'm not going to worry about any of this other coaching stuff, and I guess we'll just see what happens. Of course, my very first month, I was like thinking about it, and I told Sean, I think I'm just going to do a challenge group with just my like really good friends and see how it goes. And during that very first month, I really fell in love with coaching. I found out that the challenge groups really helped me to stay on track and be accountable to myself. I feel really, really guilty about cheating or not doing my workouts or not staying on point with, you know, my health if I'm asking these other, you know, 10, 20, 30 people to do it. I really loved getting to help people. I had several people in the first challenge group I did that were just like, I love this, it's so helpful. Sorry. You know, I'm so glad you did this group. It's totally gotten me on track. And it just felt so good to help other people with their goals. I also love being able to share my passion about health, both within my groups and also like in my real life and on Facebook. I love being able to help people and answer questions that can help them get on track, even if it has nothing to do with Beachbody. Financial freedom, Sean had talked about this a little bit. You know, when I first started, I thought like maybe I could make enough to pay for my Shakeology and sorry, just a second. I thought maybe I could make enough to pay for my Shakeology, and I have been doing that since the very first month. I was absolutely shocked, but starting my first full month, I was able to pay for my Shakeology, and now I'm making significantly more than that, and it's helping me to pay off some of my debt, which has been really nice. Sorry, I have this tickle in my throat. And then, you know, Sean talked about it too, of really being able to make new friends.
All right, Erin, thank you so much. Erin was one of those people that when I asked her about coaching, I don't know if she said this part because I was having some technical issues, if anybody noticed with the screen sharing, but Erin was one of those people that I talked to for like 5 months about coaching because I was so passionate that she would be good, and she kept telling me no, and I was like, this girl will be a coach. So some of you that might be on here that have been talking to some of us, we are not pushy. But Erin is a great example of that. I saw something in her and I thought that she would be really great at this, and she has been killing it. So I'm so proud of her. Okay, so who is Beachbody? And hopefully Erin will let me know if the screens aren't showing up. But who is Beachbody? They are the number one at-home workout program. So basically, if you have ever heard of P90X, Insanity, Chalene Extreme, I'm trying to think, the new ones that have come out, T25, Pio, 21 Day Fix. If you haven't heard of 21 Day Fix, it's like everywhere in infomercials right now. But they create like a ton of workout programs, and they started very small, but now they have, I don't even know how many programs they have now. They have to have over 20, 30 programs for people to pick from. They also do Shakeology workout apparel, different supplements. I have a lot of people who actually do their E&E, which is like their pre-workout drink. And so they do a ton of stuff. It's not just workout programs. They really have like the whole package of stuff for people. Another thing that they do that is really, really cool is they do rewards, different incentives and gifts for people who submit their results. So it's like an extra motivation thing. And then I also think what I like about it is it shows real people doing the programs and it working. There's not a lot of other companies that you'll have as many people sharing the results, and it's because Beachbody is so good at rewarding them. They do like weekly prizes, daily prizes, monthly prizes, and yearly prizes. And so they give out a lot of money to people for basically submitting their results. They also do infomercials. They're all over the TV. If you've ever, I know I was at the gym the other day and the T25 one was up and someone was watching it and talking about it. So it always makes me laugh. I feel like our programs are very much out there and that people know about them. And then the special thing that they do that some other companies I think are starting to catch up onto too is having coaches. So independent coaches, so basically people who are helping people pick what the right program is for them and then supporting them through doing it. So it's not that you're just being sold something, but that you actually have someone that's going to support you and that's going to answer your questions and make sure that you can be successful if you're putting in an effort. The next part is, so fitness programs, I kind of talked about this, but this is a screenshot and it doesn't even include like a lot of the newer programs, 21 Day Fix Extreme and Insanity Max 30. We'll need an updated one, but this is just a small grouping of all the programs. And the thing that I like about it is that it's for all fitness levels. So if I have someone that comes to me and they're like, I want an extreme program, I'm really in shape, but I want something that's going to push me, I know programs that will fit them. If someone comes to me and they say, hey, Sean, like I was, I'm over 300 pounds. I'm really unhealthy. I'm a beginner when it comes to working out. What can I do? I have options to give them. And I love that. That's one of the reasons I love Beachbody is they are not a workout program company for one type of person. It's for everyone, all ages, all shapes and sizes, men and women. They even have a kids workout program, which is pretty cool. So what is Shakeology? Shakeology is another thing you've heard me and Annie talk about, or me and Erin talk about it. And Shakeology is something that I've been drinking actually for over 2 years now. My husband's been drinking it for almost 2 years now. And then my children drink it. And it is basically like the superfood meal replacement drink. A lot of people will say, oh, I drink a protein drink. And I'm like, no. This is not just protein. You are getting all of your vitamins and minerals in like this one glass drink. And there's a ton of flavors. And I've seen it increase my energy levels. I've seen it help me with unhealthy cravings. It's a quick and healthy meal every morning. I'm not going to lie to you, trying to get 3 kids out of the door make me want to pull my hair out some mornings. And the fact that I can mix a shake up quick and run out the door and drink it and know that I'm filling my body up after a workout with like one of the best meals of the day is pretty amazing. I will never, ever stop drinking it. As long as they make Shakeology, I will be drinking it. It's been a huge game changer for me, especially since I hate veggies. I hate veggies. Look at this list of veggies. It makes me want to not be a very happy person if someone told me to eat all of that. But in a chocolate shake, you better believe I'm a happy girl. So who are coaches? What are Erin and I really, besides posting sweaty workout pics and talking about Shakeology and stuff, who are we? Basically coaches, a lot of times coaches just want a discount. And I get that. That's what I did for the first 6 months. I saved 25% on my Shakeology every month and I was a happy girl. So a lot of coaches are people, there's a lot of coaches out there who just are doing it for the discount and that's completely fine. Coaches who actively want to work it, they tend to love health and fitness. I like to say a lot of them are program addicts like me. I love the workout programs Beachbody comes out with and the fact that I can get them at a discounted rate and I basically get paid to do them and help other people do them is pretty awesome. The new program by Shaun T, which is like a dance program coming out in July. I keep saying like, this is my job. I get to do this fun dance program that Shaun T is coming out with and I get to help other people do it. So they usually love health and fitness. Even if they're in the beginning of their journey, they love it. They want to help others. Our job is to help change lives, not just health, but help them completely overall change their life. And I don't take that lightly. There has to be something inside of you that wants to actually help other people if you want to be a successful coach. We're real. We're just real people. You've heard Erin and I's story. We're not perfect. We are just regular, normal people who are sharing our stories. Me and her are even completely different with our backgrounds, and we're just real, and we like to share with people what we're doing and hopefully motivate or inspire them to also get healthy. Typically, coaches are people working on their own journey. A lot of people think they have to be at their goal weight or be a couple months into working on this, and typically when you start, you're working on your journey too. You're not going to be at your goal weight. You're going to be someone who's doing the programs and sharing that with people. You're not going to be at your goal weight. I kind of already said that. And then the last thing coaches are is we're a product of the product. So basically, we're people who are doing Beachbody programs, doing Shakeology, doing different things from the company, and we're proof that they actually work. So we're showing people through our example that you can be successful, you can be a regular normal person, and you can get healthy, and you can change your health by using them. What are we not? Erin kind of said sales make her sick. They make me sick too. I don't want to be a salesperson. I've had a couple people say, well, I can't be a coach because I don't know how to sell, or I'm not a salesperson. And I'm always a little offended. Like, you think they think I'm a salesperson. They're like, oh, no, you're not. And I'm like, that's the whole point. Our job is to share with people what we're doing, what's worked for us, what's worked for our friends, our coaches, our family, other coaches, and just kind of getting people on board on seeing that. If I was a salesperson, I would sell something to someone and I would walk away. That's what you do, right? You sell something and you walk away. We stick through. We do challenge groups, support groups, accountability, one-on-one check-ins. I mean, we are definitely not just doing a sale and running away. Our whole goal is to help people follow through. We're not fitness trainers. I am not a fitness trainer. I leave that up to Shaun T, Shalene Johnson, and all of them. That's their job. Their workout programs, the same thing with the nutritionists. These workout programs come with complete nutrition plans. So it's teaching people how to eat healthy. There's also stuff on the Beachbody website. There's a meal planner. And so what I always tell people is I'll give you tips on things that have helped me in both areas. Like, I'll help you with working out and I will help you with healthy eating. With that being said, I'm going to leave it up to the experts to really give you the resources and tools to be successful, just like I learned. We're not personal trainers, and we're most definitely not a pyramid scheme. A lot of people are really nervous. First of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. So that's the first thing I like to tell people is if it was a pyramid scheme, they'd get shut down in a heartbeat. Like, the government isn't messing around with those anymore. But on top of it, in this company, you can sign up as many coaches as you want, but you're not going to have any success unless you're actually helping them be successful too. And so our goal when we're having coaches join our team is to train them, support them, and have them also find success with their health and fitness and also as a business, so that they can have similar success to what Erin and I have had. Why are we special? So I think it really lays it down here. I don't want to put any other companies down. And I think some of them are trying to be better. And to be honest, I'm really happy about that. But I feel like we're that total package right now. We have the workout programs for fitness. We have the nutrition plans that come with it. You're getting support from a coach. And that kind of tends to lead to success for a lot of people who are really ready to go. If you're missing one of those pieces, it just doesn't work as good. So I feel like we're that total package. Our focus is on helping people. Coaches are typically, I can't speak for all of us, but a lot of us know how it feels to be unhealthy and unhappy. So we really just want to help people do what we've done. We focus a lot on fitness, personal development. There's a lot of traveling that you can do, different conferences. We also, being a coach can lead to financial freedom. And I'll talk more about how that all works, but it's helped my family immensely, and it's helping Erin and helping a ton of my coaches to find freedom. We do accountability groups. I kind of talked about that. You've all probably been in a challenge group or support group with us if you're on this phone call. And if you haven't, you should be contacting us to do it because they're awesome. And it's a great way to find extra support. And then we also do trainings. So I feel like you can sign up in other companies and you're kind of thrown into the pool, you know, and like, okay, here, go ahead, swim. Whereas we really try to train you and give you support and give you resources, and Beachbody does too. They want you to be successful at this. So these are some of our transformations from our team. There's so many more now. It could fill out like 4 or 5 pages. This is something we created almost 6 months ago. And it's crazy though, how many people have actually been able to change their health as coaches. So it's not even just about building a business. It's been amazing seeing our coaches actually have physical transformations and health transformations in their own lives. So how do you sign up? So let's get into the nitty-gritty details so that those of you that are sitting on here and thinking it might be a good fit, how does it all work? So obviously you would contact the coach who referred you. You actually sign up on a website. It's really simple. There is a startup fee to become a coach, which is $39.95, but if you've ever bought a challenge pack before, which is a workout program in Shakeology, or if you're planning on buying one, then that first startup fee is waived. So it's kind of nice. You don't have to pay the $40. So if you are interested in signing up, make sure that you talk to your coach about that option because that's a great option. There's no penalty for canceling. A lot of people I know, they sign contracts with other companies and you have to have a certain amount of inventory you're selling every month, and you're in a 6-month or year contract and all of this stuff. Nope. Beachbody doesn't require any of that. You are not obligated. You can actually cancel by filling out a form and emailing it. So you could do it for a month and you could cancel the next month and there's no cancellation fee. There is a monthly fee. It's what they call, it's like the business fee, and it's $15.95, and it's covered that first month by that $40 fee or by buying your challenge pack. And what it covers is you get, like, I think it's 4 or 5 websites with Beachbody. They do all inventory, they do all shipping, and they do all payment. I don't do any of that. I have a back office that tells me basically, you know, who's ordered and all that kind of stuff. I don't have to do any of that. I send people to my website and that's where they order. So the business part of it, the customer service part of it is typically taking care of Beachbody, and that's the $15.95 per month. So yeah, but that's all you have to pay. Some people ask me, do you have to be on Shakeology? At a certain point when you're in the company, if you're building a team and you want certain benefits, then yes. But if you're just wanting the discount, which I'll talk more about, you only have to pay the $15.95 per month. So what do you get for the $15.95? I kind of said you get some websites. You also get a back office, which is something that Beachbody like shows you who ordered and who your coaches are and organizes all of that for you. You get a 25% discount off of all products. So basically savings on Shakeology is a couple down, but what I say to a lot of people who are interested, if you are buying Shakeology every single month, you're going to save about $16 per month, even after paying the business fee. So you're even just by being a coach, you're going to save money on your Shakeology. On top of that, it's like almost $200 a year that you're going to save on your Shakeology just by being a coach. You don't have to sell a thing. You just have to pay the $15.95 per month, and you're going to save almost $200 in a year. So it saved us a ton of money between me and my husband doing it. You have a choice between growing it as a business or just getting the discount. So let's say that you sign up and you just want to do the discount, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I'd like to help some people. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, Sean, I'd like to build a business out of this like you have. It doesn't matter. You get to choose. You have the freedom, and it's your choice to decide what is the best fit for you. I did it as a discount for 6 months, and then I did it kind of like a hobby on the side for a couple months. And then I was like, ooh, I love this. I'm all in, and I want to build a business from it, and I want the freedom to work from home. So you really have your own choice, and it can change over time. You're the first person to know about new programs and specials, and typically to try the workout programs. We get to do them at different events, and we get to learn about them first. We also get to know about what specials are going to be happening, like deals. So that's always fun, especially if you're a program addict like me. I love to know about the new programs ahead of time. We have a lot of free trainings. There's trips that you can earn. I'll talk about that more. You get support. We do team webinars, kind of like what I'm doing right now, but we do it for our team and we train them. You also can get something you can get leads, or what they're called. So basically Beachbody gives you customers. So I won't go into big detail about it, but if you start to build your own team and Beachbody sees that you're actively trying to coach people, then they can actually start to give you your own customers from them, people who buy things from the infomercial or from the website and don't have a coach. So that's been huge for me and very beneficial. And you can build a team, kind of like how I have. I've built this amazing team, and by me helping them and supporting them and helping them build their own businesses, you can get something that's called a team cycle bonus. And if you choose to jump into this, that can be a huge added financial bonus for you. That's a residual income that you're going to get every single month. So how do we earn? We get a 25% commission from sales. You also get a residual income from Shakeology. So if people buy Shakeology and they decide to continue to get it, you get a income from it every single month. And so that can really add up, especially if you have a lot of people who are successful and they love it. You can get the team cycle bonus. I kind of talked about that. If you have a team, you can get a quarterly bonus depending on what level you are in the company. And you can also get free trips, and you can get part of different trainings. So some of the big rewards is, like I said, you can earn trips. I actually went to Cancun not too long ago, and me and my husband went for a completely free trip to an all-inclusive resort. So that was kind of awesome. I'm going to be going on a cruise with my mom in March. It's already paid for. Just blows my mind. And so, you know, you have all these kind of opportunities to get these extra rewards just by helping people and doing the everyday work that you're doing anyways. You get monthly prizes for being part of something called Success Club, and it can be really fun things. It was a Chalene Johnson bobblehead this last month, but I've also gotten shirts and hats and blankets and chairs and just all kinds of crazy stuff. And then you can also get different one-on-one trainings with celebrity trainers. We do different events, and you get to work out. I get to work out live with a bunch of people like Shaun T, Chalene Johnson, Tony Horton. So if you're big into the Beachbody programs, it's so fun to work out live with them. What do you get from our team if you sign up? And this is me and Annie, who is the person in the picture that you're seeing with me, us looking all blonde and tan during last summer. And then that's another picture of our team, just part of our team down below. And we've grown so much since then. But Annie and I are success partners. So we work together on this, and our coaches work together, and we do a lot of trainings and support with each other. And so if you join our team, you're going to get support. We are huge on helping our coaches to be successful. So if it's with your health, you'll be put in challenge groups. If it's that you're looking for help from a business standpoint, you're going to be in different trainings. You're going to get one-on-one mentoring for us. And depending on what your goals are, the support level will range on the business end of it, but we're always going to be your coach, and we're always going to be there for support. You get extra accountability. Like I said, we like to do challenge groups. We like to be checking in with our coaches every single week to make sure they're doing okay. So you get a lot of extra accountability. You're also going to grow as a person. We put personal development on here because being a coach isn't just about financial freedom or helping other people or about, you know, your own health. It's really about you growing as a person. It's helped me with my confidence. It's helped me with knowing who I am as a person. It's helped me be a more effective person. I can do things so much quicker. And just an overall, I guess, helping you become a better person. Coaching can do that. So that is the end. And I am going to I'm unmuted. I'm going to stop this. And Erin, there's a little bit of a delay. Hi, everyone. It's so weird when we're talking, and I feel like you guys can see me, so I'm like making faces, like looking in the webcam, and no one can see me. If you have questions, I'm going to go on my phone right now, and I'm going to go to the event invite. You can post any questions that you have there. So I'm going to go look right now. We're a little bit of a time delay, so post questions here. So just go to the event. There's a post there, and I said post questions there, or you can personally message me or Erin if you have questions, and we will definitely answer them if you're one of our potential coaches. I'll just give it a couple minutes. They were having issues getting on.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I was bummed. Oh, technology. The recording will be on here if you missed any of it.
Or if you just want to watch us again.
Yes, because it was so good. The beginning part, I swear the screen share, it's so bad. I'm trying to get better. I'm really working on it.
My Aunt Susan says we did good.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Susan. Aw. I love that she watched. We'll just give it like another minute or two. Oh my gosh, I almost turned on Pat. Sorry, Pat. Pat's like, don't put me on screen. Okay, if anybody has any questions, make sure you're going to the event invite and you're commenting there. We might have just done so good.
Is that nobody has any questions?
We had 12 people on it. So I hope we did okay.
Or if you guys have questions, just contact the coach that referred you guys to this group and they can help answer questions too.
Yeah. I'm going to give it one more second, and if no one comments, we're going to jump off. But thank you guys for listening in. There's so many of you, so I'm really excited, and I hope you got your questions answered and that Erin and I's story kind of opened your minds to what's possible with this. Erin was a non-Beachbody lover. I had to bring her to the dark side.
I mean, if any of you guys are skeptics, I will reassure you that I was very skeptical. And I did a lot of research to make sure that I wasn't getting into a quote unquote pyramid scheme. And I could not find anything bad. You know, people just really have a lot of great things to say about Beachbody. And even the people who don't have great experiences, you know, it is on the up and up. So,
yeah. Up and up. All right, everyone, we will let you go for the night. No one has commented. Oh, wait. Somebody commented. Nice job, ladies. Thank you, Sarah Vanderzee. I said her name wrong. I apologize. Okay, we're going to shut her down and let Erin actually have some of her night to herself since she worked late tonight. So you guys have a good night. Thank you.